Hello from the Living Coast Discovery Center. I am so excited that you are here. My name is Karen Quiros, and I am lucky enough to be the educator for the Coastal Education Program here at the Living Coast. Even though the center is closed to the public and I'm not able to lead daily programs on site, I still get to bring these fantastic experiences to you virtually. This is part of a series of videos where I am highlighting some of the Living Coast animal ambassadors. Today, I will be talking all about a special kind of bird called an American Kestrel, and this is Mariah. She is 10 years old, and she's been helping us advocate and educate for our guests here at the Living Coast for about 9 of these 10 years. They usually live about 5 to 7 years in the wild because catching enough food and staying safe is hard. However, they have been known to live up to 14 years. Kestrels are a type of bird that you can see often around San Diego, especially near open areas. Want to take a guess at how much she weighs? How heavy do you think she is? Well, with birds, they actually look a lot heavier than they really are because their bones are hollow, not solid and heavy like ours. Mariah weighs much less than a pound. Actually, she weighs about 1/4 of a pound. Did you guess that she would be heavier? Most people do. Kestrels are the smallest bird of prey in North America, and they are a type of falcon. They may be small, but they are mighty. Falcons are kind of like the sports cars of the bird world. Falcons are built for speed and quick turns. Falcons are actually some of the fastest animals on Earth, and they can dive up to 200 miles an hour straight down, and they can knock their prey right out of the air. If you look at Mariah, you can see her pointed wings in the back, and you can also see that V-shaped body that makes her very aerodynamic and will allow them to move swiftly through the air. Kestrels can also hover above the ground, and they watch for prey and then dive down and quickly grab it. They also have these dark patches under their eyes, and they kind of work like sunglasses. You've probably seen football players who have copied this by putting dark patches under their eyes to help them see in the sun too. Fantastic eyesight is one of the characteristics that classify kestrels as birds of prey or raptors. They can see 8 to 10 times better than we can. To help understand this, imagine an open book on one end of the football field. If Mariah could read, she would be able to read that book all the way from the other side of the football field. Pretty amazing, right? Their eyes are super powerful, but they can't move them the same way that we can move ours. Can you do this? Move your eyes up and down and side to side? Mariah can't. Raptors can't move their large eyes like we can, but they do have more bones in their neck than we do so that they can turn their head farther around. This allows them to see more of what's right in front of them. They can also see ultraviolet light, which is something that we can't see with our eyes, and this helps them to find their food because, believe it or not, the urine or pee of animals looks like a glowing trail to them, and it leads them straight to their prey. Kind of gross, but I think it's kind of cool. Other characteristics of raptors are that they have talons, which are these sharp pointed parts of their feet, and very sharp curved beaks. Can you think why it might be important for them to have these? I'll give you a hint. Think about what they eat. These are very important to raptors because they eat meat. They don't have a knife and a fork like we do to cut up their meat, so they use their talons, and they also use their sharp curved beak. Would you like to watch Mariah eat? She normally eats mice and mealworms, but occasionally will eat crickets and other insects too. I'm going to go ahead and feed some bite-sized mealworms to her right now, but when we open back up, you can come and watch an eagle feeding, and you can actually watch them use their talons and their beak to cut up their food. Pretty exciting. Did that taste good? What do you think? Would you like another? As she's eating these mealworms, the energy from the mealworm's body is going into Mariah's body to help her grow and live. You are actually watching the food chain happen right in front of you. I think she liked her snack. Huh. She's very comfortable around people because she was actually raised as a pet when she was young. She learned to rely on a human to feed her and keep her safe. This is called being imprinted on humans, which we think means that either she thinks she's a human or she thinks we're all birds like her, which kind of sounds funny, but it means that she can never be released out into the wild again because she can't take care of herself. It's absolutely best to leave wild animals alone if you find them. If you think they are hurt, you can call Project Wildlife and talk to someone who can help. Other ways that you can help these awesome animals are by protecting our open spaces and keeping them clean. Also, pets like cats will prey on kestrels, so keeping cats inside or dogs on leashes helps prevent them from being injured. Wow, that was a lot of cool information about kestrels. How about a quick quiz to see how much you've learned? All right, here goes. Question 1. Why do birds look like they are much heavier than they are? Because they are lighter, because they have hollow bones. Question 2. What can you do with our eyes that she can't do with her eyes? Do you remember? We can move our eyeballs, but they have more bones in their neck to be able to turn their head around. Question 3. What do kestrels eat? They eat meat. Mostly mice and large insects like mealworms. Question 4. What should you do if you find a wild animal that looks hurt? You definitely want to leave it alone. And if they need help, you can call Project Wildlife. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you've learned a lot about kestrels. The more we understand about these animals around us, the more willing we are to protect and support them. Help us spread the word. Go find someone and tell them at least one cool fact about kestrels. Mariah and I will thank you. Bye for now. Good girl.